That's
Maharaj, can you explain about Yukta Vairagya? Because I am seeing devotees, they are more renounced, but they are saying the more we are renouncing, we are realizing that more we have to renounce. On the other hand, I am also seeing the devotees, they are using so many things, apparently looking for their comforts, but they claim no, it's all for Krishna. So it is very subtle matter because I myself may get hurt many times. So please, can you explain?
Prapanchakatiya budya harisham bandivakshana mamokshami parityaga vairagam bhalgugatyate. Rupa Goswami explains what is Yukta Vairagya. That which can be utilized in Krishna's service should not be rejected, but it should be utilized in Krishna's service. To reject something that can be used in devotional service is incomplete renunciation. But to dovetail all the gifts of God for the pleasure of God, that is real renunciation. But we have to be very honest and sincere, because we have a cheating propensity in the conditioned state, and our cheating propensity will want to take something for our own personal sense gratification and say that this is for Krishna, this is Yukta Vairagya. But you cannot cheat Krishna. What you have, whether it is your wealth, whether it is your distinction in society, whether it's your physical strength, your power to speak or to sing, whatever you have, we must learn by being trained by a bona fide spiritual master in the association of devotees how to genuinely and sincerely utilize all these things in Krishna's service. It can't be something that is done by our own concoction. We have to have the training of an advanced devotee to teach us the real principle of Yukta Vairagya. And whatever we have, real Yukta Vairagya is not to try to keep it for ourselves and say, this is for Krishna. But it's to approach Guru that this is what I have, how can I best use it? And to utilize it accordingly, that is the safest and purest path of Yukta Vairagya. Rupa Goswami taught that for a grihasta, Yukta Vairagya means that 50% of what we have, we should just use it in compassion by assisting saintly persons, spreading the holy name of Krishna. 25% we use for our family's maintenance, and 25% we save for emergency. Now, many people, they just can't get by like that, in a city like Bombay especially. But we have to strive to simplify our life as far as possible and take guidance from Guru and senior Vaishnavas of how to use the gifts that Krishna has given us in his loving service. That is the honest and sure path of Yukta Vairagya. Just like, for instance, one of the greatest, most famous personalities of the 1960s, George Harrison, you may have heard of him. From the Beatles, the most famous musical band, perhaps in the history of the 20th century. Wherever they would go, thousands and thousands of people would be screaming, trying to see them, buying their records, giving them millions of dollars. Anyways, he met Prabhupada, and Prabhupada preached to him, and he read some of Prabhupada's books, and he was actually willing and ready to give up. This was when they were at the peak of their success in their career, 1969. He was willing to give it all up and just shave his head and move into the temple and be a brahmachari. And Prabhupada said that you're so famous and you have so much wealth, it's higher to use all of these things in Krishna's service than to just give it all away. You're a wonderful musician. Play the same type of music, but put the message of Krishna in it. You have so much money, help print books by which the world could understand who is Krishna. So within a year, he printed the original Krishna book. You have seen big? And Srila Prabhupada in his introduction, he's thanking him. He printed the original Krishna book, so many thousands of copies, which enlightened so many people of the world with Krishna's pastimes. He also made so many record albums explaining the philosophy of Srila Prabhupada, and it sold millions. He wrote one song, which was the #1 song in all of Europe and America, and in the end of the song, he's just praying to the Lord to be merciful. In the whole end, he's just chanting, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. In this way, throughout the world, the radio waves were vibrating the holy Mahamantra. And millions upon millions of people were buying the record, and right in their own homes, throughout the day and night, they were hearing the holy Mahamantra. And even the most degraded, meat-eating demons were enjoying singing together the words of the #1 song. And then with more of his money, he bought a beautiful mansion on acres of lush garden land and gave it all to Prabhupada. Said, you make this your temple. This is Yukta Vairagya. You have something? Really, accept the guidance of an advanced devotee of the Lord and learn how to use it for Krishna. And not only will you get the greatest benefit, but you can share those benefits with all the world.
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on devotionalnectar.com.